I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Oh, filthy pests!
Maester, are you all right?
I'm fine. I knew nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Oh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. But why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I can see that.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait, but can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have simples to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but... Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed.
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rythel is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
I finished collecting.
The rental market is well stocked.
I finished collecting.
Sweet!
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before?
No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines.
Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
Sweet! They gave me a...
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best, and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Well, right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her.
Hmm?
The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galcalemthus.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Codorinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Ready.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the shrine.
Point to attend to. Get the
We
jump
can
on him!
exit from behind Elena's pod.
The enemy's perceptive range.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Australians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing. And I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash-landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's footing here is likely certain death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall.
Exercise caution.
Say goodbye.
Now. Enemies, dead ahead.
Ahead of yourself. I suggest we make camp soon.
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Leticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lagomower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask. Though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Leticia?
Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fool's errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall.
All right.
If we're over the summit, does that mean we're halfway there?
Just about. Now we descend to the south.
Sweet!
Target sighted. Leaving combat area.
We should
Remain
be descending
vigilant.
the hallowed mount soon.
Initiate emergency protocols.
We're starting to see less and less snow. Hopefully it'll start to warm up a little bit.
Sweet!
I will take range.
Get the jump on him! Guess we're in for a fight. Don't get cocky.
Ow. The
Just in case.
Destroy. Warning. Energy positional tactics ineffective.
Say goodbye.
Threat
Well,
neutralized.
that's over with. Sweet! Sweet!
I will be your opponent.
Steady, everyone!
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Whenever you're ready.
Initiate emergency protocol.
Now that we have come this far, Kato should be close. Let us continue to the southeast.
I cannot believe that people used to climb the Hollowed Mount to pass between the eastern and western regions of our kingdom. The enemy is before us!
I am with you, Highness. Hang back. I got
Firing.
this.
Perceptive range.
Target sighted.
Enemies up ahead.
I've got your back. I will be your opponent.
It's the ocean, which means the seaport isn't much farther, right?
Correct. If we carry on east along the sea, we will eventually reach Cotton.
I can see a town in the distance. Is that Kato, then, I presume?
Indeed. It has grown into a lively town with a port for the Royal Navy.
Finally, we can stop walking. Hey, is that... Looks like people from town are headed this way. Any clue who they are?
Kato City Guard, I presume. Would you kindly fall back, Your Highness?
Halt! Who goes there? And what business have you on this side of Mount Codorinth?
We mean no harm. We are but travelers wishing to return to the capital.
Kato has closed its gates to all outsiders. I strongly suggest you return from whence you came. Now be gone.
What? But we just finished our descent. You can't send us right back.
Be silent! Either return to the west, or return with us as prisoners. Lest you wish to rot in a cell, I suggest you leave now!
Save your breath. The knights of this realm hear naught but the sound of their own voices.
What was that?
You didn't hear? I said the only weapon these pompous blowhards can wield is hot air.
What do you think you're doing?
Bastard! One does not impugn the city guard without consequence!
Neutralized.
Ready yourselves!
Destroyed.
Impudent knaves! You'll regret this!
Guys, they're calling for backup.
Have we no recourse but to reveal that we're with the crown?
Before that, Albert, do you not recognize that armor?
I must admit, I never expected to see your face this far west.
Theo!
Commander? Well met, Sir Albert Bergholm. Stretching our legs with a jaunt over Galcalemthus, are we?
Bergholm? The one from the King's Guard?
Yes, the very same. Therefore, I believe an apology is in order.
Please, forgive us!
Water under the bridge. I must also apologize for my colleagues' uncouth behavior.
I merely showed them all the respect their station commands.
As ill-humored and sharp-tongued as always, Maester Felgreed. It's a wonder you deigned to join hands with anyone at all. But enough small talk. Follow me. My compatriots did speak the truth about Kato, you know. Please don't go about repeating this to anyone. The rot has taken root here.
Do you know the cause of the outbreak in Kato?
A blackguard who is purposefully spreading the disease. Hence why these forces have been mobilized.
Purposefully spreading?
Correct. It just so happens that as the first townspeople fell ill, rumors of a young woman clad in strange garb began to circulate. She is the reason I'm here. Your companions, too, are dressed in rather unique attire. All things considered, I can understand why my men were so quick to engage you.
A woman in strange...
Now, if you would all accompany me to my office. Now then, you two, mind introducing yourselves? I believe I'm long overdue an introduction.
Well, aren't you self-important?
As I've explained before, we are in pursuit of a woman in peculiar garb. And to my eye, it would seem you bear some connection to her.
Oh, and what if I did?
Then I would take you in for questioning. I should have already done so the moment I laid eyes on you. You are too suspicious by half to keep the company of one such as her.
Enough of this, cousin!
Cousin?
You overstep your bounds. You will treat these two with utmost civility.
Someone feels strongly. Do you, Albie?
Albie?
In truth, we would not have made it nearly this far without their assistance. And can we leave that nickname in the past where it belongs?
Did not expect that. Even if you say they are to be trusted, who am I to believe otherwise? I suppose a maester wouldn't tag along with just anyone. Speaking of your party, am I correct in assuming you're Maester de Forge's daughter?
Whoa, you know who I am?
I happened to be a member of the Kingsguard when His Majesty visited Delric for your father's funeral.
Oh, sorry to be blunt, but who are you exactly? I get that you know Albert and Leticia, but they've never mentioned you before.
I am Theo Clemrath, son of Duke Lambert Clemrath, brother to His Majesty the King, cousin to Princess Leticia.
Clemrath? Wait, Theo, as in Commander Theo of the Assyrian Naval Forces? I'm so sorry!
There's no need to be, I assure you. Any friend of Albie and Letty's is a friend of mine. However, I can't be friends with those whose names I don't yet know. So, would you care to rectify the situation?
I am Raymond Lawrence.
And I'm Elena.
Well then, Ray, Elena. I think it's high time we got to talking. I'm sure there's much to discuss. If it weren't for Letty, I'd think you'd lost your minds.
I know it's crazy, but that woman you're after could be one of my crewmates. And if it is, there's no way she's the source of the rot.
Though I'm inclined to believe you, our political situation with the Empire complicates matters. Residents of Baldar Citadel are evacuating in droves, seeking safe harbor in the capital, Mkato. Many suspect that a number of Imperial spies have used this exodus to slip unseen into our lands. The People's Guard is up. Anything outside the norm is viewed askance.
So the Commons have seen this woman, then?
Eyewitness reports claim she was spotted near the Tines. Soon after the encounter, the rot took hold here, to which many and more succumbed. As much as I would like to investigate further, I can't risk it. The mountains are far too dangerous.
Is there truly not to be done?
Yes, as it stands. We are severely short-handed. You saw how I was the only one who responded to your commotion with the guards.
Well, if you require helping hands...
Then you're in luck, 'cause you've come to the right people.
We'll investigate for you.
Of course.
Theo, Nina and Elena have made the discovery of the century. They have found a cure for Helgars.
What?
And it just so happens the herbs we need can be found on that mountain. Commander, I know the place is dangerous, but could you allow us access to the Tines?
Please, cousin.
How can I say no? It's not every day Letty thinks to use the word please with me. I would like to offer you something in return, though. Perhaps I can make some headway in the search for your comrade. So, what should I know about her?
Well, her name's Chloe Canaris, and she'll probably be dressed like us.
What sorcery is this?
She's a jumpy one, so no wanted posters or anything like that, got it?
As you wish. Likewise, refrain from pulling that trick again. The townspeople are on edge enough as it is.
Let's try stopping by the infirmary.
Heart is full of nothing.
If we're all set, then let's beat feet to Mount Codorant. They said it was...
I can't be a sailor once I can lift all this.
Seriously doubt the woman they saw was Chloe. We need to get to Mount Codorant, and fast. Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp. Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp.
Unable to continue combat.
I had nothing left to lose.
Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp.
Neutralized. Danger. You are now safe.
To attend to.
Leaving combat area. Remain vigilant.
I had nothing left to lose.
Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp.
Unable to continue combat. Insufficient output. Neutralized.
Rest a moment.
Now it is your turn to be laid low.
Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
You're leaving her in the lurch.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Chance of survival dropping.
I'm finished.
Danger. Unable to continue combat. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low.
You rang?
It's my genius. And thus I grace you with my presence once more.
This pose is quite the setback. Time over here.
Usefulness. Withdraw.
Fly!
Chance of survival dropping.
Ditch them.
Be laid low. Not even worth lifting a finger against. We'll be taking that.
Something tells me we probably shouldn't be getting into this swamp.
No one mentioned
Unable to continue combat.
Jen.
This pose is quite the setback.
Rest a moment.
Rarity acquired.
You're leaving her in the lurch?
Close.
Mount Cotterinth, hmm? It looms over the northern part of Cotterinth.
Have you ever been, Uncle Moses?
It is a veritable treasure trove from the distant world. I have been there once or twice before.
Lost sight of
There's a legend about these mountains, you know. Has to do with an enchantress and a prince.
I'm listening.
Yep. A long, long time ago, when Mount Cotterinth was part of the Kingswood, a beautiful enchantress fell in love with a young prince. But their love was not meant to be, and for attempting to beguile the prince, the Enchantress was sentenced to death by 1,000 arrows. With her dying breath, she cursed these lands, twisting the branches of trees into sharp, deadly arrowheads, and befouling the air with a scent of rot and decay. The end.
Oh, is that all? You're telling me we're headed right for some type of cursed mountain?
It's not really cursed, it's just a story to keep kids away. The mountains here are really dangerous. More dangerous than most. People have come up with all sorts of tall tales about them. Well, that looks like a mountain, all right.
Is that Mount
Affirmative. It seems we are heading in the right direction. We'll arrive before long.
Okay, guys. The plant we're looking for is called Dilwhip. And only grows in dank, dark spaces. Areas that don't get much sunlight. That looks promising. Give me a help. Depending on what we find, Elena and I should be able to figure out how to resolve it.
And let us not forget Theo's request. We must keep watch for any signs of that mysterious woman.
No of our might! Everyone all right?
We'll be taking that.
Now, if I were Dilwhip, this is where I'd want to be.
Yo, Nina. Wait for us, okay? Doesn't look like the safest place to wander into alone.
I'll be fine. A little darkness won't keep me away from my field work.
Warning. Mid-size hostile entity detected.
Come.
Oh, little help?
How? Save it! We got a monster to kill!
Prepare yourselves for battle!
I am neutralized.
Even the bones shall smolder!
This will leave a
Well, for safe access.
Now things are getting weird.
Why the furrowed brow? 'Tis only a fiend's den, though it is a rather foul one, I grant you.
This nest bears an uncanny resemblance to those we happened upon within the Delric mines. The similarities seem more than coincidence.
And a portion of Rythel's gull population was roosting in nearly identical conditions as well.
Look! Oh, come on. Seriously? They're all dried up. The nest must have changed the acidity of the soil.
I've rendered a map of the area. Let's speak with Theo when we return. Ask his contingent to exterminate the creatures. For now, we should continue our search.
Pathetic.
Prep for
Would
engagement.
rather have avoided this.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Leaving combat area. Remain vigilant.
Enemy is before us!
Remain close, Highness.
Warning. Mid-size hostile entity detected. Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
No use!
No way!
Not one promise left unfulfilled.
Fresh footprints, and of the human variety. Give me a moment. I can analyze them.
For the life of me, I can't find the herbs.
We are still on the mountain path. They may yet...
gonna get eaten here, are we?
Warning, warning. Air pollutant concentration reaching abnormal levels.
Huh? What now?
Everyone, step away from this cave immediately. The air in here is filled with an airborne neurotoxin. It won't have any effect on me, but inhaling even a trace amount will cause instant paralysis.
The legends are true. Is this the Enchantress's work?
More likely, the fungi growing on that rock face is the source of the toxin. My guess is they use their spores to incapacitate their prey, then feed off the resulting carcass.
Dang. Who needs fiction when reality is this terrifying?
The natural world is a far more dangerous place than most would care to admit. Unfortunately, humanity has a tendency to forget that.
Well, I sure as hell won't.
Initiate emergency protocol.
This mountain really lives up to its reputation. All the more reason to remain vigilant. Leave them in ruin! See that? You're mine. No of our might will not destroy.
Make yourselves useful.
You are now safe.
We'll be taking that.
Threat detected ahead. Leaving combat area.
We'll be taking that.
Remain vigilant.
Enemy
sharp.
My swords are at the ready. Prepare yourselves for battle.
I hear ya.
This cavern is surprisingly deep. I wonder where we are in the mountain.
By my calculations, I estimate we are roughly halfway up.
Does Elena have the ability to assess an area's geography?
Something like that, yeah.
The enemy is before us.
Should be safe now.
We'll be taking that. We'll be taking that. You hardly need me for this.
Copy that.
I'm over here!
I detect nerve gas beyond here. I cannot recommend proceeding any further.
Make yourselves useful.
Destroy.
No one.
Everyone all right? engagement.
You will know pain!
Threat neutralized. Threat neutralized. Destroyed.
We live to fight another day.
We'll be taking that.
Huh? Looks like something's moving.
Enemies, dead ahead.
Just don't do anything stupid.
It seems this is a dead end.
Let's see if we can find a way around.
The enemy is before us!
You can count on that. Some will say they weren't complete yet. We'll be taking that.
Enemies up ahead.
Steady, everyone!
Why are you staring at Duma like that?
Why are you...
Through here. But remember, proceed.
Someone has taken a great deal of time and effort to outfit this cave. And to very ill ends, by the look of things.
Ill ends indeed.
Alright, we're way past weird at this point. They're not making these things, are they?
Warning. Firearm detected in immediate vicinity.
Get down!
Ray!
Nina, Maester Felgreed, find
Confirming
cover
hostiles'
now!
combat superiority. Engaging defense system.
Nice one, Duma. Elena, know where they are?
Target sighted. Sending coordinates.
Duma, keep Leticia safe.
I would strongly advise against deploying shields on non-combatants. Your strategic advantage may be compromised.
Don't care about your advice. Protect Leticia.
No, don't! It's too dangerous!
Enemies, dead ahead!
It looks like we've got company!
Everyone, be on your guard.
Enemies up ahead.
That skin! And those horns!
I shall venture a guess and assume she is friends with the others.
Who the hell are you people?
Now you ask. After you shoot us? Nuh-uh. We're the ones asking the questions, so out with it. Who are you people? We know you're not some enchantress.
Unbelievable.
How desperate are you to follow us all the way out here? The Colonel was right. There's no escaping you, is there?
You escape us? You were the ones messing with my escape pod, don't forget.
Think I would be easy to abduct? Blame your own misfortune that embroiled you in this. Now perish!
Warning. Large hostile entity detected in vicinity.
No kidding.
Careful now.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient acceleration. Position tactics infected. Getting ready. Warning. Energy levels low.
Like a hot knife through butter.
You will have pain!
Arms of joy!
Item obtained.
I could get used to this.
How in blazes could that monstrosity remain concealed from us?
Duma hasn't much in the way of sight. They will not speak a word until the enemy is closing in, I believe. There is a chance, then, that more of those beasts are lying in wait.
Oh, I'm sure Theo will love to hear that.
What of that woman who attacked us, though? Who is she?
Clearly another horned assailant.
That does seem to be the case. Moreover, their technology leads me to believe.
They're off-worlders.
What?
Hey, where's Nina?
Yes, where has she gone?
Oh, hell yeah!
Nina?
I finally found you, you beautiful plants. Oh, and just look at you, not a scratch on you.
This tract of land is a veritable herb garden.
Or an actual garden, even. So here we have a lab growing herbs needed to treat a fatal disease that, up until literally hours ago, had no known cure. How incredibly convenient.
It seems your suspicions are correct. Delric, Rythel, and Kato. All of them with the words, put to testing. These are orders.
Testing?
Delric is marked with a bug, Rythel a bird, and Kato simples. This confirms without a shadow of a doubt what I feared all along. Someone means our kingdom harm.
Then, could it be?
Yes, those horned knaves plot against us, at the Empire's directive.
We'll be taking that.
That rowdy girl who dropped this ring in Rythel is supposedly a merchant or something in Delric, right? You know, now that I think of it, there was that place with the weird sign in town. Anyone home?
No way, no way, no way! This is not happening! Where could it be? No!
Hey there. Did you, lose this?
What? Who are you? Why are you in my... That's my ring! Huh? I must have dropped it back in Rythel. What a miracle you found it! Thanks!
Allow myself to introduce myself. I'm the head of a wealthy merchant family. We've been living in Delric for generations. I'm the brilliant, beautiful Welch Vineyard.
This doesn't much look like a wealthy merchant's house. You actually live here?
Talk about a low blow. Anyway, let's gloss over the minor details. Meanwhile, you picked up my ring, came to find me, and deliver it? That's pretty pathetic. I mean, what a sweetheart you are. And since you're so nice, I have a favor to ask. There's this thing that I really need, and I've got a hunch that you're just the right person to get it for me. Easy peasy bunny squeezy, right? Don't worry, the quest comes with a reward.
Okay.
Magnificent! Okay, I gave you my orders, now make like a tree and get... please complete my request as soon as you can. Just how long is that joker gonna make me wait? Did they have mud in their ears? I said, as soon as they can.
Sorry for the delay with that.
Where did you come from? No. What do you mean, delay? That was surprisingly fast. Yes! That's exactly what I needed! Now, by mixing this with that... Ooh, now I've got my hands full. Hold your horses, Buster. Did I say you could leave? It would stain the vineyard name if I let you leave without getting your reward. Did you forget what I said? I will now give you a special lesson in the compounding secrets of the Vineyard family. Oh, right. I better give this to you, too. As long as you got this, baby, you can stay in contact with me from even the most far-off locations. And since you're quite the subservient, due to your natural aptitude, I'm appointing you as my personal scavenger. I'll use this to give you a little ring when I need you again, and when I do, you get your butt here right away. Capiche?
Okay, gotcha.
Splendid! And if you bring me the things I request, I'll teach you the item creation secrets of the Vineyard family. A reward like that ought to get your tush in gear. Alrighty, let's make it happen.
I'll take this over running deliveries any day.
Ahoy! Remember me, Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts? I need something like yesterday. I'll give you the deets in person, so come to my house in Delric ASAP. Do you copy? ASAP, okay? Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Anyone home?
You sure took your sweet time. Did not I say ASAP?
I got here as quickly as I could, all right?
Save your apologies. We're short on time anyway, thanks to you. I need you to get me this. Now that I've made my request, show me some real urgency. Someone is late. Very late. Oh, no. What if they gave up halfway through? Ooh, if they did, they're gonna get a handy stick to the face. Oh.
You can stop worrying. I got it.
How long were you there? And me? What? Worry? I knew from the start you'd deliver. Never lost my faith in you one bit. Excellent! You've gotten everything I needed. Now I can complete that work in progress. You want to know what I'm making? Well, that is a secret exclusive to me, myself, and I. As thanks, I will now give you a lesson in the crafting secrets of the Vineyard family. Well, aren't you impressed? Remember, though, it's a secret to everybody. Okey-doke! I'll give you a buzz again when I need something new. Be ready to move at a moment's notice.
I'll take this over running deliveries any day.
Ahoy! Welch here, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts. You busy? Never mind, don't care if you are. I'm summoning you to come to my house in Delric post-haste. I need something else now. Copy? Post-haste. Comprende? Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Anyone home?
There you are, Slowpoke. Didn't I say post-haste? Anywho, today I need you to bring me this. You're on it, right? Great! Now get me that with max speed. They're late as always. What the heck? Oh no. What if they forgot? Maybe I should call them again, just in case? But they might be on their way soon. What do I do?
Sorry for the wait.
Where did you come from? I'd hardly call that waiting. Not like I lost faith in your integrity. If anything, that was a world record. Not too shabby. This is an unparalleled ingredient. Now I'm one step closer to the final goal. Oh? What goal, you ask? Well, that is a secret resting in this here brain. Now, don't be pushy. As thanks, I will now give you a lesson in the smithery secrets of the Vineyard family. You must be thrilled, but don't spill the beans on this top secret info. I'll give you another call the next time I need something. You better be permanently ready to pick up, Buster.
I'll take this over running deliveries any day.
This is Welch, a beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts. There is something I require at this time. When you have a moment, please come to my house in Delric. I will talk to you then.
Anyone home? Thanks. Anyone home?
I appreciate you taking the time to pay me a visit. I would like you to obtain the following item. Thank you very much for accepting this task. Please carry it out at your convenience.
What the... What's with this funny talk? What could have happened? Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I'll bring what she needs first, and then I'll ask.
Darn it. clearly knew something was up before. What do I do? Maybe I should just tell him the whole truth.
Sure, of course. I'd be glad to lend an ear.
Where did you come from? Nice job getting this for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. As a reward, I'll give you a lesson in the engineering secrets of the Vineyard family. I mean, it would do me great pleasure to present you with. Forget it! To heck with that stupid polite speech. I might literally tie my tongue in knots! Fine. I'll fill you in on everything. My family thrived until my grandpa came around. He had to give up our manor and almost everything else because of his crazy spending. And the only assets left for me, as the head of the family, aren't worth diddly squat. Despite all that, the beautiful Welch Vineyard will not lose heart. I'm gonna use my family's secrets to create a bunch of items, sell them, rake in the fall, and restore the vineyard name to its former glory.
Wow. So, stuff?
Bingo! I get to secure the items that I need to develop new products. And you get a crash course in Item Creation 101. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Way back when, everyone in the Vineyard family called this sort of agreement a win-win relationship. Cute, right? And now that you know my secrets, we're gonna be in business till the end of time. Scavenger of the Vineyard family, you are the last hope.
I'll take this over running deliveries any day.
Sorry.
This is most disturbing news. I assumed the Empire had its claws in our lands, but to think they had sunk so deep.
We witnessed plain as day the sort of tests they mean to deploy. To be frank, a laboratory of that scale is not something one woman can conceal. What's more, her friends have been spotted in all corners of the kingdom.
Meaning that someone on our side has allowed these Imperial agents to waltz right over our borders. Fantastic. At this rate, it would seem that even I myself will have to fall to my knees and supplicate Maester Felgreed.
Can I ask, what's with Midas? Why is he so pig-headed about this? I get that something went down 14 years ago, but what? Dude's clearly got an axe to grind with you people, but after all we've been through, you'd think he'd have a change of heart by now. Can't imagine what happened if he's still pissed.
Yes, well...
This conversation is not one I feel comfortable being overheard, and we cannot know who might be listening in.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt, but do you have a second?
Oh, yes, of course. What is it?
Commander Theo, I know you'll do your best, but I need you to understand just how valuable these symbols are. We found them growing in one spot and one spot only. Please, your men have to be very careful. We have to protect them, or we'll lose the cure forever. So many lives will be lost.
You needn't worry. Trust me when I say I want to rid our lands of this illness just as much as you do. Those herbs are to be delivered to the Consortium, am I correct?
Yes, Leticia promised to get me an audience.
My men will see they are kept safe. You have my word. And in return, I assume you will discover a more efficient means by which to save our countrymen?
Yes, of course. You can count on me, Commander.
Though, Letty, I fear your arrival in the capital may not be well received. Your abrupt return after your equally sudden flight will likely raise eyebrows and wag tongues. To that end, perhaps it's best I accompany you.
Back to Ascendros?
Yes. Come to think of it, what you've uncovered is far too important to entrust to my men. What's more, my accompanying you will provide me the opportunity to answer Ray's question. Ah, I nearly forgot. Here, it is news from the capital. A woman by the name of Chloe Canaris, was it? Has been found and is currently being held.
Really?
And you will never guess who supplied us with this piece of intelligence. Chancellor Neon himself.
Wait, what? Is that a bad thing, or...?
Neon is a chancellor and a captain of the Kingsguard, charged with peacekeeping in the realm.
At first, your friend was assumed to be a refugee from Baldar. Her curious garb and general confusion about the situation, however, well, it led our men to believe the worst. She was suspected of being a spy.
What? You locked her up? I swear, you harm one hair on her head.
Calm yourself. She will be released once we explain who she is. However, I will do the talking. The Chancellor may not listen to Albie or Letty.
I appreciate it. I know you've got other stuff to deal with.
Please think nothing of it. This gesture is a trifle compared to what you've done for us. Now then, when do we depart?
Right now.
Right now it is. As soon as we've made our preparations, we will shove off.
I don't see Albert around here. I should look for him. It's Albert. I should talk to him before we meet up with Theo.
Bet it's sitting pretty in some fish's belly right about now.
Not the look I'd expect from one who's about to reunite with a comrade.
And where's your smile? This is what you wanted, isn't it? Returning home with your maester in tow? You seem ready for a funeral.
Maester Felgreid's support is but one part of a much larger plan. This will be the first step of many.
I feel ya. Even with Chloe back, it doesn't mean we're any closer to home.
Ray, about that, I've been meaning to ask this for some time.
I already know where this is going, and the answer's a resounding yes.
Ray...
We're in this together, right? I've got your back.
Thank you, Ray.
We're finally gonna meet up with Chloe. Where the hell is everyone? Guess I'll wait for him at the gates. What's up, Elena?
I have a proposal, though I'm sure you'll reject it. We should take our leave of Leticia and the others once we've secured Chloe.
Is that some kind of joke? You're not really one for comedy.
They're assisting us in rescuing Chloe in return for our help in seeing Midas to the Royal City. Which, in my opinion, they should be able to do on their own with Theo's aid. An unidentified developed planet holds some malevolent sway over Aster 4. Your safety, as well as Chloe's, could become compromised should we involve ourselves any further.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on now.
Ray.
Antonio's gonna be swooping into the rescue any moment now. And besides, Nina's counting on you. Do you really think we can just turn our backs on them now?
I am only making a pragmatic recommendation as your first mate. I will defer to your judgment.
Okay, drop the heady talk and don't worry. I'll know when we're in too deep.
I hope you are right.
Ray! Elena! Sorry for the wait!
No worries. Shall we hit the old dusty trail?
Yes, let's.
Must we do this?
It's the royal capital of Sendros. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous about going to the city.
To reach the royal capital, take the Osarian High Road. From there, continue straight until you arrive.
It looks to be rather far. We should be wary of monsters while we travel.
Destroyed.
No need to trouble ourselves with the
The
small
Osarian
fry.
High Road is just beyond here.
Well, well. Leave it to the daughter of Maester DeForge to have actually found a cure for Helgar's disease.
Oh, it wasn't just me. I had tons of help from the others. And to be honest, we're gonna need everyone's help if we ever want to get rid of the disease for good.
Oh, forgive me. I seem to have spoken out of turn.
If we continue traveling east, we should arrive before long.
Threat detected ahead.
Hey, is that the royal capital to the east?
The one and only. At last, I have come so far.
Yes, we are nearly there. Let us hurry.
Sir Theo, am I to understand that the Kingdom of Osarius and the Vale Empire are on the verge of war?
Elena, if my comments on such matters were perchance overheard by others, it would be taken as public record.
Well, what can you say?
The situation is delicate. The Empire is going to great lengths to exert pressure on Osarius. Even now, they encroach by land and sea.
I'm sure that's the extent someone of your station would be able to disclose. Well, is there any possibility of war breaking out at our current destination?
Do you truly think a knight commander of royal blood such as I would deign to suggest the royal city be in any danger?
Forget it, Elena. We'll find out for ourselves soon enough anyway.
Right. I was just curious. Please excuse me.
You've nothing to apologize for, or worry about. I don't intend on allowing harm to come to any friend of Letty's.
Sorry about that. She's a huge worrywart.
And a caring ally too, 'twould seem. Take good care of her.
Ahoy hoy! It's Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts. You there, scavenger? I need another item, so get yourself to my place in Delric at breakneck speed. Do you copy? Breakneck speed, okay? Mm-hmm. Tick-tock, tick-tock.